The year was 2012, and our marriage was a mess.
It was a mess.
Pieces. Lots of pieces. Lots of broken pieces.
Laying everywhere.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
But we were committed to trying to figure out what to do with all those pieces.
Yeah. After a dark year where
Yeah.
we weren't committed to that. And then you had your own turnaround.
Right.
Did a 180-degree turnaround and decided to invest in our marriage instead of discarding it.
Right.
So we were driving an hour each way to our marriage counselor.
Yeah, an hour to the counselor, then in the office for an hour, and then an hour back.
Yep. And
And so-
sometimes those hours were really long.
They were. They were terribly long.
But sometimes there were really good, productive conversations. And one of those days is when a song came on, and that song was an old Casting Crowns song called It's a Slow Fade. And one of the verses says, "No marriage crumbles in a day, it's a slow fade."
Yeah.
And we started talking about that, like, okay.
What are the slow fades that would have
Yeah, like
caused-
we started saying, could we label them?
Right.
Like, it's not just one slow fade. Like, there are some things that have pulled our hearts apart because we were doing a lot of the right things.
Right. We were having consistent date nights.
Yeah, we knew each other's love languages.
We were going on annual getaways. We
I
were
mean,
doing so many things that
right.
were right.
But underneath the surface of our relationship, things were happening that we didn't even realize.
Right.
And we started trying to figure that out for ourselves completely. Like, you know, we one that we identified was the slow fade of avoiding emotion. The slow fade of avoiding emotion. And that was a big one for me because I was kind of a buck up mindset.
Yeah. The slow fade of unrealistic expectations. That was a big one for me because my expectations were off the charts of what I expected life to be.
Yeah. The slow fade of defensive responses. Man, that was a big one for us.
The slow fade of naivety.
Because we weren't protecting our marriage.
Right.
We were being naive that our
Yeah.
marriage even needed to be protected or our
Right.
hearts needed to be protected.
Right.
I mean, so many of these slow fades. And so as we identified them, it helped us to heal. But then when we got to the other side of our healing and we began to talk about our journey openly, we began to say, well, what if?
Yeah.
What if we could actually help couples identify those slow fades
Right.
while they were almost hidden to them? They were underneath the surface, and they might feel a little disconnection, or they may feel a little distance in their relationship, but they don't know what it is. They can't put their finger on it. And what if we could actually help them to identify it before their hearts were miles apart?
Right.
Or even if their hearts were miles apart,
That they could put the pieces back together.
that they could close that distance.
Right.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like we did, and to
Yeah.
give them that hope.
Right.
And as we talked with other couples about it, we began to realize, wow, we're not the only ones that experienced this.
Right.
And so we began first with a blog series that really helped us to identify that couples were hungry.
Yeah, and they were just eating up the lessons we had learned.
Yeah.
And they wanted to apply those lessons learned to their own life, and they did.
Yeah.
And so-
exactly. And then that blog series became a book,
Right.
No More Perfect Marriages. And then it became the seminar,
Yeah.
No More Perfect Marriages, that we usually have done in churches and hotels, and more recently we started this home edition where couples can do it in the privacy of their own home, which we honestly thought was maybe not going to be nearly as good as like
Right.
going away, and we're finding that couples are loving it.
It's better.
Yeah,
And
they're fine. Yeah.
yeah,
That-
they're interactive with us. They're engaging with each other. The responses back have just been
questions asked because
Yeah.
they can ask them somewhat anonymously, so they're deep and they're good. And man, what a difference
Yeah.
this is making. And we love that just, when we do these, I mean, we just take 100 couples at a time through
Right.
it. I mean, we limit the size and they're filling up fast,
Yeah.
which has been really good. But we're loving spending that time 1 hour a night over 4 nights with those 100 couples and helping them move the needle on their relationship.
Yeah.
It's been like,
It's been incredible.
it has. It's
Yeah.
like been a highlight for us.
Yeah.
So if you would love to move the needle on your relationship, man, we'd invite you to join us.
Yeah. We'd love to hang out with you.
We would, because we believe that if you can stop the slow fades, the places where distance is happening underneath the surface in little ways, you can actually find a deeper connection, a deeper intimacy, and you'll have the tools for a love that lasts a lifetime.